Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, the Coalition of Northern Groups are among some of the organizations that have rejected the 50% telecommunication tariff hike in Nigeria. That is what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, when it rains in Nigeria, it pours. Despite the hardship that has enveloped this nation as a result of the poor economic management of the All Progressive Congress that have literally destroyed the economy of Nigeria. The All Progressive Congress inherited a Nigerian economy that was the largest in Africa. Nearly 10 years after, they have destroyed that economy. It is now the 5th largest in Africa. It is now the poverty capital of the world. It is now having the worst currency in the continent. Yet, that is not enough for the government of the day to think twice before increasing tariff on a critical sector, a critical organ like the telecom. The government has quickly approved 50% hike in telecommunication tariff, and that is not good for the country, for ordinary Nigerians, and it's not good for anybody who wishes well for this country, given the vital importance of telecommunication to the economy of Nigeria, to the life of the average Nigerian. You can therefore see why it has generated a wave of condemnation. Except those who are eating with government, I don't see any reasonable Nigerian that will be happy with this situation. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress has spoken against it through its President General, its President of NLC, Joe Ajaero. He said a lot of things. Some of the things he said I found interesting, but I was taken aback by his solution to the problem. And he was right in pointing out that look at how quickly the government has approved this hike, but they were prevaricating for weeks, months, before they could approve the 70,000 naira minimum wage. Now, even the 70,000 naira minimum wage, if you look at it critically, is not higher than the 30,000 minimum wage under Buhari, because inflation has wiped off whatever gain in that is left in that 70,000 naira minimum wage. So Joe Ajaero identified all these problems that are associated with the hike. He talked about the fact that the average worker spent at least 10% of his or her salary on telecommunication, which is about 7,000 naira. Now, by this hike, he calculated it that it's now about 10,500 naira that he'll be spending on telecommunication. And then you begin to see what it means to the average Nigerian, this hike. Similarly, the Trade Union Congress President Festus Osifo, he also spoke about this, said that this is another hike too many. And you can't, and he's right. This administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appears to enjoy tasking Nigerians to death. It appears they enjoy squeezing out every penny. When you squeeze out every penny from an average Nigerian, where will you get the savings to grow the economy? Because when a nation does not have people, if you cannot save, how do you invest? When you are squeezing out every penny from the pocket of those who are even lucky to be working in a country where the unemployment rate is over 40%, you are squeezing out all the penny in the pocket of the average Nigerian. Where do you expect to get the savings to be able to run the economy? That's why you hear people well documented that Nigeria has very poor saving culture. Ordinary Nigerians, why would they save? What do you have to save when the government is squeezing out everything from your pocket? What else is left to save? What else is left to save? You increase telecom tariff, you increase electricity tariff, you remove fuel subsidy, you float the naira. Everywhere Nigerians can't breathe. Now, what was the solution that was suggested by Nigerian Labour Congress president? Because he was one of the people one of the groups that have suggested something before we get to the coalition of northern groups, who are even I found their own suggestion far better than what Nigerian Labour Congress was suggesting. Now, the Nigerian Labour Congress president, Joe Ajaero, his suggestion was that Nigerians should boycott the telecommunication companies. Or in other words, it means that you should stop making calls. If you stop making calls, is that the solution? How many people can be able to do that? How many people can be able to do that, to say they will boycott making calls, when you know how vital calls could be? People will just endure it and shrug their shoulder and move on. What I had expected the Nigerian Labour Congress to do is to shut down the country in a nationwide strike, that they were going to call a nationwide, because that's the only language the government itself understands. That's the only language that when the government understands it, the telecommunication companies and the Nigerian Telecommunication Commission, Nigeria Communications Commission would then listen. It is for to shut down the country. Because unless you do that, there is no other language that these people will understand. Telling individual Nigerians to boycott, to boycott use of your telephone services as a sign of protest is an agenda that will fail from any day they want to start it. It's not going to work. The average Nigerian would just shrug his shoulder and be managing whatever. If he's able to make, he can make less call. That's what he would do. But he can't boycott making calls. He will make less call and only make most important calls that he think will benefit his business. But left for me, the only language these people understand is the language of strike. If NLC had said that they will shut down this country until the National Assembly, because right now you can see the National Assembly is quiet. They are not saying anything. They are pretending they are not aware that their constituents are going to bear the brunt of all this tariff. But they are not saying anything. And they will not say anything. But if they hear that Nigerian Labour Congress is shutting down the nation, then you see the Senate President, the Speaker, they begin to form committees. They begin to talk. They begin to find a way of reducing the tariff. So the Nigerian Labour Congress, they scored 0 in their suggestion on how to handle this matter. Now, the coalition of northern groups, they presented even a better, they said something much more reasonable. The national coordinator, Comrade Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi, he among other lamentations in condemnation of the tariff, given the harsh economy Nigerians are already operating under, they call for the dismissal of the executive vice chairman of the National Nigerian Communication Commission, that he should be sacked. And they even called for the sacking of the minister, saying that these two people, they were not working for Nigerians' interests. They are working for the interests of the corporate organizations and their own personal welfare. What is demanded is far much more interesting than what the Nigerian Labour Congress was talking about. Okay, so but for me, the solution is to shut down the country, to compare them. If not, this tariff will remain like this 50%. And I can assure you that it will not take long. Before the end of this year, you will see, you hear the operators complaining that they are not making headway, and they will demand for another hike. Perhaps they will take it to 70%. Who knows? But that's how they roll under the APC administration. I don't know what you think about this. What do you think about the protest about the telecommunication tariff by the labor unions, especially the reaction of the NLC president calling on Nigerians to boycott the telecom services? Do you think that will yield any positive result? Whatever you think about this, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.